Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk a little bit about a new vendor that I came across. It's called rcjuice.com. Some of you may already be familiar with them, but it's a new vendor to me. I was shopping for batteries, and somebody I had seen on another video had talked about a HobbyStar brand. And I never had heard of them, never used them, and so I did a little research and found that they're distributed through rcjuice.com. Maybe through other places as well, but I found it at the RC Juice. I ordered several of them. I ordered a 6-cell, a 5-cell, and a 4-cell. So out here on the bench I've got a 4S and a 6S. And just wanted to give you some comparisons. This is the Admiral Pro. It's a great battery. 2200 4S. This is the HobbyStar 2200 4S. 50C discharge. 45C discharge, so very comparable. So if we take a look at these, and I'm going to move in a little bit closer here to let you take a better look. Alright, so if we take a look at these batteries, you can see lengthwise the HobbyStar is just slightly shorter. Width, pretty close to the same. And thickness, HobbyStar is just slightly thinner. So that's the 4S. Now let's take a look at the 6S. The 6S battery, I was really looking for 33 to 3500. Now the 3500 that they sell was out of stock, so I purchased the 4200. They were the same price, $69.99 as of this video here, 17 July 2019. So look at the difference in this though. This is a China Hobby 6S 3300. And 40C discharge. 4200 on the HobbyStar 40C discharge. Take a look at the difference in that. That is a considerable amount of difference there on the length. The width is pretty close to the same, and the thickness is slightly thinner on the HobbyStar. So 4200 that's going to fit in a smaller area than the 3300 calls for. So I got a little slide here. Let's zoom in on it and get a little closer look. Alright. So if we take a look at the 4S battery, you can see the weight difference. This is the Admiral, this is the HobbyStar. The shaded out entries represents the better measurement. So 242 grams on the Admiral, 206 grams on the HobbyStar. A little bit shorter, 1 millimeter on the width smaller, and 2 millimeters on the thickness of the height. Cost $33.79 through Motion RC. $29.99 through RC Juice. So it's a better value in my opinion. Now let's look at the 6S battery. China Hobby 3300 compared to the HobbyStar 4200. And again, the 4200 and the 3500 is the same price, $69.99. But they were out of stock on the 3500, so I went with the 42. So if we look at this one, you can see the weight on the China Hobby is 535 grams compared to 511 with the HobbyStar. The HobbyStar is quite a bit shorter, 132 compared to 148. Thinner and about the same on the height, or the vertical measurement, the height of it. Cost $57.41 for the China Hobby compared to $69.99 for the HobbyStar. Alright, so you think off the bat, you think, alright, well this is a little bit cheaper on the China Hobby, and indeed it is on the overall. But if you compare it on a cost per amp, basically take your 3300 divided in by 57.41, and it comes up to $17.40 per amp. Compare that to the HobbyStar at $69.99 divided into 4200. Comes up to $16.66 per amp. So it's actually a little bit cheaper in this case on the 4200. Now if you go with the 3500, it's the same price, so obviously then the China Hobby is a little bit better value as far as cost goes. But I do like the idea of getting a 4200 in there in a smaller amount of space. So I have tried these batteries out. They work great. They held their charge great. No puffing or anything like that, at least on the first couple of passes on them. So as I fly more and get a little more experience with them, I'll periodically provide updates on that. So when I found RC Juice, I went ahead and ordered several different items from them. Got a set of LED lights. These will plug right into your receiver for power, or you can run a secondary battery. Got one of the capacitors. People that use these really swear by them. They say this will level out your voltage to your receiver, and of course capacitors just acts like a small battery in itself. So as you get a brownout, this will be providing some of the juice back into the receiver, so it helps eliminate it or greatly reduce it. Got some servo extensions, package of 5, and I got a aluminum jig here to help with soldering on battery and ESC connectors. Been wanting one of these for a while. The other thing that they included, pretty nice, they put a lollipop in there. Ordered 2 times from RC Juice. First one took 4 days, but there was a holiday in there. Ordered it on July 4th and received it on July the 8th. Second order was a 3-day, from date of order to the date it was delivered. So can't complain about that. My shipping was free. It could be because of the amounts. One of them was $70 and one of them was $167. I'm sure they probably have a minimum order before you're going to get free shipping. So the overall impression of the company, rcjuice.com, was a very good experience. I actually spoke with the owner via email, John. He got back with me. I had a couple of questions on the order I was placing, and he got back promptly with me, introduced himself as the owner, and just overall a fabulous experience. I am planning on continuing to use them, and I'll continue to use these HobbyStar batteries and provide updates as more time progresses. I get more flights underneath them. Alright, so there it is. rcjuice.com. Check them out if you haven't already. It's a pretty good company to deal with for your hobbies. Thanks for watching.